Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't subscribe my channel, please do subscribe and also hit the bell icon for more interesting content in CATIA. So in this lecture, we shall begin assembly design without any delay. So how to open assembly design? Just click on start, mechanical design and assembly design. In assembly design, we have two types of approaches, that is top down approach and bottom up approach. So today I will be teaching you bottom up. That means we will be importing components from already existing part design, and in top down you will be sketching and you will be making parts here in this interface, and there itself you will be assembling. But when it comes to bottom up, it is easy, so that you can import already drawn sketches. That means there won't be any confusion. So let us begin. So how to import a component? See here, there are components and I am importing existing component. That means already existing component we are importing, and also we have existing component with position. That means we will be constraining the component with we are positioning it before itself. So let us bring an existing component. So assembly is very simple. I'll be showing you again. So first of all, if you want to import, you have to click on this product. When it turns to orange color, only then you can import an existing component. And then click on existing component, product, structure tools, toolbar. And then I had already some practice sketches. So I am importing a bike today. So let us assemble a bike. So this is the center chassis of bike. So let's begin our assembly. First of all, I am rotating bike and then just keeping it in some position. So this is the constraint toolbar. In this you will have coincidence constraint, contact constraint, offset constraint, angular constraint and fixed component. So first we will discuss about fixed component. Fixed component means you will be taking a base component. See, for this bike, this chassis is the base, so we have to fix this. So I will be clicking on fixed component and I will be selecting part 1. So part 1 is fixed. That means this is the base, the center of the total assembly, or the base we can say. So for this we have to fix our wheels. So I am importing wheel again. Click on product. I am just and then I have selected this product and then go to existing component. So I am selecting the front wheel and click on open. See, this is the front wheel. It is just intersected with the bike. Now what to do? For this, there is a move toolbar. In that, you will have manipulation, snap, explode, and then stop manipulate on flash. So to move this, we have to click on manipulate and then click on this, the part you want to. So in this, our axis system is not visible. So I don't know in which direction we have to drag it. For that we have to enable our axis system in this hidden toolbar, swap visible space. You will be finding this. So right click and just unhide that. I have just bought my axis. So now I have to move this wheel in Z axis. So I am selecting here Z axis and click on that and drag it. It's so simple. Okay. Now we have to constrain this with respect to our fixed body, that is our chassis. How should we constrain that? First of all, I have to constrain it coincident. That means the axis of this wheel should be in relation, that is coincidence with this axle. So I am selecting coincident constraint, click on close. I am selecting this axis of the wheel and then this axle and update. So it's just coincident. Now see, but our assembly is not totally constrained. for that we can just analyze. Go to compute clash. Just wait. For that, just go to analyze constraints and then click on the degrees of freedom. See, you can see 2 degrees of freedom. That means we had just fixed this coincident, but this wheel is rotating and also it can move in this z axis. Wait, I'll show you. And I click this move and I hold x axis. See, it will be moving. It is also moving, and just see it will be rotating about x axis. I'll select x axis, then just see it is rotating. We have to constrain these both even. So for that, what will I do? I will just select the angular constraint, and my plane, this plane should be, let us select this plane, let us keep 0 degrees. So angle is constraint, and then just update. And we need to give one more constraint, that is contact constraint or offset, or even you can give contact. So what should be in contact now? This one and this center one. Okay, now I'm giving contact constraint, this one and this one. So it is saying that it is already connected. That means we can't give that. So we can just give offset constraint in between this one and, oof, let me select the face. See, I had just given the offset constraint as 554.861 mm between this face and this face. So now let's check the degrees of freedom. So let's go here, go to constraint, click on degrees of freedom. See, you can't find any degree of freedom. That means it is totally constrained. Similarly, let us even fix the rear wheel also. So let us click on existing component and then click on product. Your design will open. Go to back wheel and then open. So similarly, I am moving this using move command. So I just want to unhide these axes. Let us suppose take z axis. Yeah, it just moved, and then click on OK. Remember, coincidence constraint is used to coincide two axes. That means this axis and this axis, they should coincide for me. And then at last also we can give this update. First let us just constrain everything, and then at last we'll give update this face and this face. I need some length. See, as I had drawn all these in same axis, it is automatically taking the offset distance. Just don't try to adjust that. It will automatically take, only then the wheel will be coming at the center. Okay. And also next, I want to unhide this plane anyhow, because I have to give the angular constraints now. So I'm giving the angular constraint between this one and let it be this one. The angle is 90 degrees. That's fine. Now let's update at a time. So I think our bike is totally constrained. Now let's check. Go to analyze, go to constraint, check degrees of freedom. See, degrees of freedom is completed. That means there is no free object in this assembly to move. Our degrees of freedom always should be empty, 0. Only then you can say that you had done a perfect assembly. So our bike is ready. In next video I will be showing you how to render this in CATIA and also even in KeyShot. So Be ready. Don't forget to watch the next video. It will be very interesting. That means we will be giving a realistic look for this bike assembly. Thank you. Keep subscribing my channel and also forward the video, share the video for everyone, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you.